Carter, can you hit playback, please? Need a sound check?
Thanks, man.
You're the best.
Love you.
Casey, on lights.
This crew we got here.
Sluts, book babes, and everything in between.
We are a hyped group here.
Which is great because we were tired as fuck.
I did not move off the couch until 5:30 today.
We had a whole plan. I came home from work last night.
We were I think you said you came home.
I know, it's Jen's house, it's not technically my house. But
we were going to build a blanket fort.
We had a whole plan. We were going to get really drunk and build a blanket fort.
Yeah.
Record it all for you guys.
Record it for y'all. Maybe that'll be next week.
I come home, this bitch was not
I fell asleep at 10:30, I think it was. I was so tired.
When I got home, but you left.
Yeah, I was asleep. I came home, put New Girl on, out.
And then we were like, okay, we have all day tomorrow.
All day, we can do so much.
What did we do?
I read Crown of Chaos, and I only have like 50 pages left.
She glued through it.
Oh, this morning I was like, Charlotte, I'm 75% done with the book, and I have 250 pages left. She thick. She a thick girl.
Well, the other day you messaged me too, and you're like, fuck this book, and she was crying.
I sent her a picture.
I'm like, what book are you talking about?
I was bawling. I had wetness all over my shirt. I was like, fuck this book. I just didn't know it was going to be sad.
Not a good kind of wetness all over your shirt.
Yeah, no.
Not the one we want.
Is there ever a good wetness on your shirt?
It depends.
On your tatas.
On Jen's fake face.
I gotta get a breast reduction or something, man.
But because we were slackers today, we were 2 weeks in a row slackers with
We
the cocktail.
have been slacking.
But
you know what? It's delicious.
We got plans the next week, don't we? This is the last time. Probably not the last time.
Not the last time.
No, it's definitely not.
But maybe next week will be better.
I hope so. We've been a little lazy.
We have been lazy. But
we have stuff
we're just
going
so
on.
tired, you know?
We work.
I read books.
And then she napped the rest of the day.
No. Was yesterday Valentine's Day?
Oh yeah, happy Valentine's Day,
Happy
guys.
Valentine's Day.
We love you, babes.
You guys are the best. I took my daughter to Texas Roadhouse. And it was delicious. We got 2 baskets of bread. And I ate 2 of those rolls yesterday for breakfast.
The best bread. No
it
contest.
was so good.
I might have had a date.
She had a date.
I had a date. It was a very nice date.
It went good.
It went great.
I was like, Charlotte, tell me all about your date.
It was so cute.
I want to know it.
Oh, I love it.
I'm so happy.
But it's okay. So,
but fuck him if he's mean to her. I'll fucking rip your face off.
Jen.
Sorry. Okay, drinks.
Cheers.
Cheers! Oh, we didn't even say what we have.
Yeah, I know. We were getting to that.
Oh, and I'm Jen.
And I'm Charlotte. But you guys should know that by now.
Well, you never know. Maybe there's like new people that were like, you know what? We're going to start episode 5.
We're completely winging it today. Everything was just so on a whim.
Also, major spoilers ahead, especially for Dead Moons Rising.
Good job.
Look at us. We're learning.
So smart.
We're learning women.
But today we have a mango margarita.
Mango margarita.
We
made it by can.
We by cans. By yours truly. But it's actually pretty good.
Shout out to Cutwater. I think it's the brand.
You want to sponsor us?
Again, you should sponsor us because you're delicious.
Margaritas every week.
It's 12.5%, which is a lot for a canned
Jen
drink.
might have had one already.
I did, because I get nervous. We've discussed this in earlier episodes. Like, I feel weird, even though I know it's just me and Charlotte here.
And I gotta catch up.
I get real awkward and nervous.
So
and
I have a backup twisted tea for myself.
She's ready.
I'm ready.
I'm a drink and a half in. And there's another one over there, just in case. But I also have my water.
Too. We were like, Jen, should we just slap each other to get ourselves going?
Feed each other. I've also been eating weenies wrapped in...
Not the good kind of weenie.
Dough. I feel like pigs in the blanket, but you buy them in the frozen section. They're delicious. We didn't eat dinner. We're not learning that we need to eat before we drink.
We had... I had leftover chicken.
I had leftover lasagna. Yes, from last week's episode.
All about balance around here.
I also had a brownie.
So maybe we'll be back.
She had some tiramisu.
Like 3 bites. It was disgusting. I'm not sorry to say that.
Shout out to the...
No, we're not going to shout out.
You got it out. Oh wait, we didn't post that episode. We deleted it.
Yeah, we deleted that episode. We tried, didn't like it. We were like,
We didn't
no,
like it.
We sounded tired.
We
It was
were
rough.
exhausted. We tried to record in the morning. Learn not to do that.
Yeah, and now it's 7:30 at night, and
It is.
we're doing pretty good so far. I think.
We're doing great.
But on
We
that
took
note-
some pictures before.
Yeah, we did. They were cute.
We'll post those
They
later.
were adorable.
Are
I finally got my own crown,
Yeah, she did.
and I'm wearing it still. Shan had to take hers off.
Yeah, mine kept falling off.
But it's
My
adorable.
head's too big,
I don't
apparently.
Want to take it off. I feel like a bad bitch.
I like it. It looks cute on you. So I have like the headphones that go over your head, and I felt like the crown on top, it wasn't gonna do anything for me.
I just got the little itty bitty headphones. The original plan for the show was to wear our crowns every episode, but it took us forever, well, for me, forever to get one crown, and then it just never happened. So we were like, alright, we'll do it for special episodes.
Yes, special ones.
I guess
Is this
it's
a special episode?
Probably not. I don't know. We'll find out later.
Let's see what. That's what you want?
It's cute. I like it.
I just put my crown on top of my headphones and took a picture, and it looks like trash.
On a whim.
It looks so good.
It looks good without the
Okay.
headphones.
You know? But then I can't hear anything.
But what did we remember to do a few days ago?
Do we do a book barn haul?
We always do a book barn haul.
I know, so I'm like, is that what you're talking about? Because
You
we do
hesitated again.
Every couple days we're going to Book Barn.
I know, you
We
did
just
the
told
day
one of our friends he's going to go to Book Barn and get Dune, hopefully, if he can find it.
One of my friends, Rachel, shout out to Rachel. She
Rachel!
went to Book Barn the other day and she found Blood and Ash.
Oh,
In the YA section.
Book Barn, you gotta figure out your
gotta-
actual ratings, man.
Yeah, Book Barn, I recommend some research before you put these books anywhere.
Like, they're like, you know what? This looks like a YA cover.
This should be fine.
Well, and also, I don't believe... So, at Book Barn, they have this ginormous YA section. And then their adult section is like one little bitty bookshelf. And I'm like,
It sucks.
do you really think that that is all that people are turning in for adult books?
You know what we gotta do next time?
Go to the basement?
So I heard a rumor
Huh?
that there was an erotica section in the basement, and
Yes.
we have not been in the
No,
basement
we
yet.
asked them, and they said that it was full of war history
And I was
books.
like, that's a
I was like, I
fucking
feel like
lie.
that's a cover.
That's a cover
It's a
up.
cover.
I saw the hesitation in his eyes, too. So
He was like, oh,
I
they
really
look like
hope the
dirty
rumors are
bitches.
true. Yeah.
We can't let them go down there.
the rumors better be true.
I know.
But what books
But now
did
I'm
we
worried
get?
about what we're going to find down there.
I know, but
And
for
Blood
now-
and Ash and stuff are upstairs.
What did we find this week?
I got The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black. I've already read the series. I'm not going to lie. It was a little too YA for me, but I wanted it on my shelf.
Cruel Prince, right?
Yeah, Cruel Prince. It was a good story. It was a really good story. It was just... There wasn't any fucking, really. There was, like, a lot of tension, and from what I remember, also there's another riddle, which you all know by now I'm great at riddles.
And I'm not.
And literally at the end of the second book, I called the answer to the riddle, and that's the whole third book is about it. So I already knew what it was. And so I finished it, but I was definitely annoyed with it. And then I got Realmbreaker, which Charlotte got last week, I think it
So
was.
excited about.
But yeah, I got it in paperback. But I'm very excited. I only paid $10 for it, so I'm sure my microphone's going crazy because, again, I'm really bad with fleeing everything around.
You did good this time.
And also, guess what came in the mail yesterday?
Jen, you're jumping ahead.
I'm sorry. Okay,
It's
Charlotte,
okay.
you go first. You go first.
We're gonna get to it, but y'all probably
Okay.
know what it is. But I got The Beautiful by Renee Adia.
Yes, we looked up how to say her name.
We made sure to do our research this time, and I've seen the cover of the series for The Righteous, the one with that like blue gown on it, for that series. So this is actually the first book of that series. I always thought
Really?
that one was the first book, but it takes place in New Orleans, and it's actually like a murder mystery type. This girl's attracted to this dude, but she suspects him apparently.
Oh.
So I was like, interesting.
It's always a good
I
thing.
almost thought I wasn't gonna find anything that day we went. There was piles of books too.
I've
They
never
stacked
seen
those
so many
bitches.
books.
They stacked them to the brim,
It was ridiculous how many books they had
and
there.
I had so much trouble finding something.
It was amazing.
Until I picked this up, and then
Yeah.
Jen found me. She scoped up A Heart So Fierce and Broken, the sequel to Curse So Dark and Lonely.
Yep,
And she was so kind to give it to me.
I was. I got the paperback version the week before, so I was like, here, Charlotte. You can have the hardback.
She literally chucked it at me.
I was like, get this out of my fucking face right now.
And I have the hardcover, just like you do, for Valid, Bold, and Deadly, so...
Yes.
She was so kind. She could have just been like, why don't you just take the paperback? But no,
I'm like, I'll give you the paperback.
She's so nice to me, even though she threw it at me.
Never again.
Alright, now you can have your moment. What came out?
Crescent City 2! House of Earth and Blood!
Sarah J. Maas, are we excited or freaking scared?
I'm a little of both. I'm already tearing up thinking about it. We have been so terrified of seeing spoilers. I won't even get on TikTok, and I won't get on my Instagram search page because it's literally just full of fan art and like dicks from the books and stuff. Also fan art dicks, not like actual dicks. But I'm so scared. I saw one earlier today. Like I accidentally clicked on it, and it was like House of Earth and Blood. Me trying to dodge spoilers, and I was like, just in case. Maybe they're like, I didn't dodge it quick enough.
Yeah,
here you're gonna
does
do it
not
too.
rest when it comes to it. It's brutal.
No,
people are mean.
And so we've already said like we're gonna wait a while before we review Crescent City 2 because we're not that big of assholes. Like I don't want it spoiled. Charlie doesn't want it spoiled. I'm sure you guys don't want it spoiled. And we want to wait a while.
Though we obviously have to.
Yeah, but it'll be a bit.
It'll be a little bit.
We could do some other books before
because it's also going to take us a little bit to read it too.
Yeah, she
a big girl.
She, like, I want my ass to be as big.
She's pretty though.
As
oh my god, she's probably she's gonna look good on my shelf. Mine was supposed to come the 23rd, and I woke up this morning to it saying delivering early, and I'm like, yes.
Mine came yesterday, but it like the front page or the cover is like bent and it's like kind of crumbled a little bit in parts. So yeah, I was kind of that asshole, and I requested a new book, so I gotta send this one back. But I was like, I can read it between now and then, just in case.
I was this close to just going to Books A Million or Barnes and Noble and buying a hard copy and just canceling my Amazon order because of how long I had to wait.
You don't need it.
I don't have to anymore. I can wait one more day. I'm good.
One more day. And then we can read it together.
But
after I finish Crowns of Chaos.
I'm so happy, so I decided to take next week off from studying. And thank God, because I'm going to need the time to plow through this bitch.
I know. I'm hoping my manager gives me the days off that I asked next week because I need the time to read it.
So behind
because I refuse to see spoilers.
Well, I'm also trying to finish Hunting Adeline now. I only got a few chapters in. I'm behind. I'm going to slump right now because of studying.
Yes.
It's tough.
It's very tough. Like balancing everything out. There's so many books you want to read, which is why we need to get sponsors so we can do this all the time.
We're trying here. We're trying to catch up on this reading for you guys, but man, are we busy.
So busy between working and like I have my daughter, so doing stuff with her, trying to have my puppy. Well, she's not really a puppy. She's 3 now, but she acts like a puppy. And everything else going on. Trying to talk to you guys, which is so much fun. Like getting to know y'all and interacting, and it's so nice. It's fun.
Girls.
We don't have many bookish friends in the real world, so it's so nice to like not meet, but to like talk to you all.
Talk to you guys.
Yeah.
We are gaining some though. I mean, a lot of people already come up to us and be like, already checking out the books that you guys recommended.
I know. We've had people be like, oh my god, I just added 6 new books that you guys talked about on your last shows or that you posted online or whatever. Like, what other books do you recommend? And it's just like,
I know. But I hate being
want.
in this type of reading slump because I want to read so bad, but I'm trying to put other priorities first. Because it's such an important part of my life.
I know.
It's a quarter of it, at least.
I'm like the opposite on that because I'm like, fuck everything else. Friends are like, let's go out, get drinks. Let's go out here. Let's do this. I'm like, nah. I'm busy. I'm so busy.
But I would rather...
And then I go home and read like a 700-page book.
Yeah, right? I'd rather be in this type of reading slump, though, versus a reading slump where a book
you can't read
sucks.
anything. Or you can't read anything.
Yeah, and everything's just not catching on to you. And
yeah.
Nothing. You just don't want to read.
Yeah, see, I go through reading slumps where I want to read the book, but I get bored with the book.
Which is awful.
And which it sucks, but it just might not. It's not even that it's a bad book. It's just not the type of book that I want to read right then. Like, I've definitely, I know you're gonna be shocked, I've kind of moved off of my mafia smut a lot and went more into smutty fantasy, like Crowns of Chaos and like Get Ready to Jump into Crescent City too, and like all of those. I read City of Thorns last week and Rune of Roses.
You needed a break.
Yeah, and it's I've definitely realized that I'm not, freaking what is everyone saying? DNFing?
Yeah, do not finish.
DNF, yeah. I'm not DNFing these. I'm reading them and loving them because maybe I just need more than Mafia smut, and that's just realizing.
Yeah, you do. How long have I been telling you that?
Because I've always loved them. I mean, to be fair, when I started out, I only read fantasy, and then I do like to still throw in a little bit like those bully romances and stuff like that. Yeah, just for like a short read in between. But yeah, I think I'm going back towards the fantasy romance dark smut.
So proud of her.
Which, if anyone knows Nox from Flames of Chaos, he is the #1 top dog of enemies to lovers, love to hate him, want to punch him in his throat, main man, okay?
We love those.
Yeah.
We love those guys.
Yeah, like I saw a thing on Facebook earlier, was like, the last main man in the book that you're reading is the father of your children. It's like one of his Facebook groups, and I was like, oh.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, I feel like he'd be a great dad, but he'd also, like, be an asshole the whole time.
They're all assholes. They're all grumps. We talked about that last
Grumpies.
week. Grumpies.
Sunshine. Is all there sunshine?
You don't finish a lot of books, though, where I even if I don't like a book, I do not like the fact of not finishing it. But it'll still put me in a slump.
Yeah, I mean, I finish a lot, but there's double what I don't finish, but I have been going back and reading them just because I have a goal to hit for this year.
Yeah.
On my Goodreads.
Well, yeah, you read multiple at a time, too, so that makes sense, where you lose track, where I just power through one by one. But I don't think I've ever not finished a book. I don't like it, because that part of me is still like, what's going to happen? I need to know what's going to happen at the end.
I mean, honestly, besides the ones that are still on my Kindle, I don't know if there's actually a book that I haven't finished that's not, like, within the last 6 or 7 months.
Yeah.
Because I always go back and I finish them.
Yeah.
But I might put it to the side for a while.
Yeah.
And then when I'm in the mood, I'll go back and read, like, the synopsis, and then also read the last maybe 5 or 6 chapters.
Yeah.
And then I, like, try to see if there's fan art and stuff, so I can kind of get back into that realm of the book. And then I'll finish it. Like I said, the first week of 2022, I read 9 books, and 7 of those were books that I was already 60 to 80% done with. So, like, I finished them.
I can't keep up with that. I can't do it. But there's also always that first book of the series, too. Well, how long did it take me to go from A Court of Thorns and Roses to A Court of Mist and Fury?
I know.
Like a month?
It was a while. Because I was like, please.
So that's why I always... First books in a series always do put me in a little bit of a, I don't know if I want to continue it wasn't grasping enough, but I always, because of that series, I always give books a second chance by the second book of the series. Because that's where things usually pick up. That's where the good stuff happens. First book is always the world building, the character building, the more of the development. You're still getting to know these people. Where at least by the second book, there's more of a plot that develops.
That's true.
Because once I read Mist and Fury, boy, did I fly through that sucker.
I agree to a certain degree. I guess it depends on the writing of the book.
That's true, too, yeah.
Like, Crescent City, I said it almost every single episode, is probably my favorite book, just because I love that world building and that growing. It's probably my favorite series, because I just enjoy the world building so much, and, like, learning who they are as characters, but also to me, like, something is always happening in Crescent City.
Yeah.
It's not like a boring book where it's just world building, and there's so much information that you're trying to process and dissect to figure out what's actually happening. Like, and I've seen a lot of people say that there is, but for me, I fucking lapped that up like a little puppy or a little cat drinking milk. Like, I was just like, oh my god, it's so good. I read Crescent
City in 4 days.
Yeah. I was like, please. After October, I was like, read Crescent City. Read Crescent City. Charlotte was like, alright. Loved it.
Smashed
I will never tell her a bad book.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to think of, like, the books that got me really back into reading, too, because I was still at the beginning, too. I think it was Blood and Ash, probably.
Yeah, probably Blood and Ash.
Fly through Blood and Ash.
She a Blood and Ash girl. I love Blood and Ash.
I was always reading, but to fall in love with just physical books again, and I started reading Blood and Ash, and that's what did it for me.
If you're all wondering, I still haven't finished the 3rd book. I'll get there.
I give it up.
I've sworn that I will finish the 3rd book before War of Two Queens comes out. When's it come out?
Doesn't matter. You're not gonna finish.
I'm gonna finish it.
No.
Will I read 6 other 700 to 900 page books in between? Probably.
I have lost all hope in her.
No.
Yes.
No.
But speaking of Blood and Ash, too, so that's why... So you know how people completely shat on Shadow in the Ember? That's where I am ready to give that series a second chance, because people always hate the first book, at least.
Yeah.
The majority of people always hate the first book. I liked Shadow in the Ember. I thought it was great. I'm excited for the second book. That's where I'm really... I think I'm going to get into it at that point, too.
I know, and I do want to read it. I just need to finish...
You have to finish Game of Thrones first. How many times have I told you this?
Because I need to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be really good.
But Blood and Ash is obviously one of my comfort series.
I know.
ACOTAR, obviously.
That's Crescent City for me, and ACOTAR.
Yeah. The one series that I always go back to, I don't have the physical books. I don't even know where the physical books would be. Probably Amazon. Is the Elemental Mystery series that I told you about.
She's told me about it so many times. She loves it.
Elizabeth Hunter, I think, is the author. It's a whole, obviously, vampires. Another my forte, aside from my rock stars. It's a whole... it's more of a modern day vampire romance. It's actually, now that I realize, it's not even an enemies to lovers. And it's more of a... It's definitely more of a along the strangers to lovers, friends to lovers. But no, it's good.
Hey, if they're done right, I will be okay with anything.
But I like that they made
except cheating.
Yeah, no cheating. There's no cheating in this.
But even then, if the girl does it, I might be okay with it.
Spoiler on here, she gets kidnapped in it at one point too. It's so good though. So aside from the story itself and their relationship development, I do like how they made the vampires of the 4 elements, so water, earth, fire, air, or wind.
So it's like Zodiac Academy, is what you're saying.
I don't know, I haven't read it yet.
So Zodiac Academy, there's like the houses, it's like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
But the houses are like fire, earth, water, stuff like that. So I'm just saying, that should be your next read after Crescent City.
Like I said, I'm behind.
I need her to read it!
I know, maybe after Crescent City.
I might hold you to it.
Caravel.
No! I have it too, but I haven't read it. No! I need to do Zodiac Academy. I need you to cry. I learned this about myself. I like other people's pain.
I'm gonna cry. I mean,
I like other people's pain.
I already feel like when I cry for Crescent City.
I know. You said I feel like I love those books though that just destroy you emotionally. Because I don't have that in my everyday life, so really that's what I'm missing.
I hate you.
So
because she knows. So one of the first books that Jen ever recommended to me was Dead Moon's Rising by Jack Whitney.
It's one of the first books that I ever threw across my room, screamed, cried. In my car, there's one song, I think it's the song Arcade.
Yes.
I would hear it, and I would instantly think about the book weeks later, months later, and tear up thinking about this fucking book. And I was like, Charlotte, I got a book for you to read.
So it was September when I started going book shopping. I never ended up, obviously, picking it up.
Never did, because you have to get it on Amazon. I don't think I've ever seen it in the store.
And she got it for me for Christmas.
I got it for Christmas. I was like, oh, here's you a book to read.
It still took me a little bit to pick it up.
But she did. And she flew through it.
not in a good way.
She cried.
I lost it because she knew that the book I read before. Should I just say what it is? I don't even care at this point.
Yeah.
It's gonna be spoilers.
Spoiler for
So the book I read
book?
before was Our Violent Ends.
Hardcore spoiler.
The sequel to These Violent Delights.
Yes.
You know what? This shouldn't be a surprise because that series is a Romeo and Juliet retelling. You shouldn't.
True.
You'd think you would expect to know what happens at the end for a Romeo and Juliet
She's
retelling,
like, no.
and I still didn't see it coming. This is why I suck at riddles, and I was still pissed.
She was
But the
like,
way it
"It's
happened
okay."
too was brutal. Chloe Gong, I love you, and I love that book. But oh my god, my heart
Ripped.
I texted
out.
Jen that night, and I was like, I was not prepared.
She was like, I loved it, but it hurt me.
Destroyed
And
me.
I was like, oh, it destroyed you? Start Dead Moon's Rising next.
And I did. And what happened?
It wasn't great. I will say, so like a week or two before she started the book, on my notes in my phone, I wrote her a message. I said, I'll read it to you now. It says, Dear Charlotte, I hope you can forgive me for what happens at the end of Dead Moon's Rising. I understand if we can never be friends after my betrayal. Just know that I will always love you. XOXO, that bitch Jen. Because I knew
It made me cry more, actually.
she was going to lose her mind. Because Jack is just... She's ruthless. I love you, but you are ruthless.
There was definitely potential for at least 2 more books. For
Charlotte's
their
never going to get over this.
stories.
She's like,
Got one
book, but it's okay.
to end
I'm
so
excited.
brutally.
I still haven't read the next book, but I have it on my Kindle, and I want
loved
to get it for my
but
book.
Jack, how could you do this to me?
Like, oh, the heartbreak.
And I remember I was probably like, what, 200 pages left of the book when I
Yeah.
gave you a montage of text messages.
Yeah. And she's like trying to figure out what's going to happen, and I literally was like,
You were so mean.
is he going to pull a Tamlin?
Yeah.
Is she going to betray him?
I couldn't
Is
stop
she going to
thinking
leave him?
about it.
What's going to happen?
I literally was keeping an eye on Draven after you sent that to me. Like, you better not.
Because I wanted to
Fucking
throw
asshole,
her off
pull a Tamlin,
completely
yeah.
on what was going to actually happen.
You did.
We won't tell you what actually happens. You
There's
gotta,
only-
but fucking read it. 'Cause
There was
it's a
only
good
one
book.
thing I called, which it's towards the end, so I won't spoil that.
Yeah.
We'll spoil this to a degree, but yeah.
But we don't want to like completely ruin the book for you if you haven't read it.
If you're emotional and dumb like me, it'll freaking kill you. I'm getting worked up just thinking about it.
I
But
know.
yeah, you were asleep too.
I was sleeping. I think I worked a double, went home, but Charlotte was like, I'm gonna read it after I get home from work.
You know what? I don't even care. So there is going to be a huge spoiler for this, but don't say I didn't warn you. So at
Skip ahead.
Like
Skip ahead.
quarter to 12, I texted her. I'm like, almost home, ready to finish the book. Updates to follow. I think I was leaving work or something, or a date. I don't know. Obviously, it was a crap.
I think you were
date.
leaving work.
I think I was leaving work.
Yeah, I think you were leaving work.
But then by like an hour later, I'm like, fucking called her getting pregnant. There's your big spoiler. No, like I said, I'm not sorry. And then it went, fucking Ash, where was that motherfucker? Even when you know death was still coming, why am I still bawling like a baby? What the fuck? I'm dead. This isn't fair. This is all in just a matter of like 5 minutes too.
I woke up to like 50 text messages from Charlotte.
And that's when it goes into like, why would you give me this knowing this book would destroy me all over again? My heart,
evil.
my heart, the void. I will never know happiness again. Can I get one book where it doesn't destroy me? And that's in all capitals.
No, if it's coming from me, it's probably gonna destroy you.
Yeah, all that in a matter of 2 hours.
Yeah, it was aggressive, but
It was
I
aggressive.
was okay with it.
I loved it. I can't wait to read the sequel though, honestly.
I know. I am so excited. I've had it in my literally. I pre-ordered the Kindle version, and that's my next book to get on for my actual bookshelf. But I'm like so nervous to start it after the first book. The way it ended, I was like,
that where I hesitate so much to start a new book.
I'm like, I know you're gonna probably destroy me. I hope you don't, but you might. You might destroy me.
I'm like, I love you either way, John Draven, but
I know.
how could you do this to me? How could you?
And there's so many other books that like I'm looking forward to reading this year. I know we've said them in the past. I just
Will you finish freaking Gilded Bones before you start reading them?
probably not,
I
to be
assume.
honest. because I'll probably be starting House of Earth and Blood because I refuse for it to be spoiled.
Yeah.
For me, so.
But yeah,
After I finish Crown of Chaos tonight, tomorrow I work a double, so probably Friday. I have Friday off. I'm gonna probably read the last third of Crescent City to like refresh my brain on before I start House of Earth and Blood.
Yeah, because there's a lot that happens.
Oh, and shout out Sarah J. Maas. She had her baby on her release day. Congratulations.
So
We're so happy for you.
kept that under wraps really well.
I know. I had no idea she was pregnant. And then she was like, happy release day to me.
Yeah, I love the irony that her original due date was the release date
The release date.
House of Earth and Blood.
That's so cute.
It's fate.
I love it. This book is going to do better than any other book ever that you've released just because it's your baby's birthday.
Just because it's manifested.
Yeah, we're
It's
manifesting it.
But yeah, I think, God, it took me probably 4 days to pick up a new book to recover from 10 Moons Rising.
It took me a couple weeks. And like I said, and I would still, like, I would be trying to, and I'm sure you all have been through this, like, where you're trying to read a new book.
But you can't stop thinking about that other one.
Yes, you cannot. I would be, like, a chapter in and have no idea what I was reading about because my mind was still going back to the other books. Yeah. And I could not stop thinking about Dead Moon's Rising.
Yeah, that was me when I picked up Dead Moon's Rising after Our Violin Ends. I was like, I don't want to because I'm still mad.
I'm still mad.
I still did it. It's the worst kind of hangover. I bawled that night too after Dead Moon's Rising. That's the... I'd still rather have the book hangovers that you guys get, or even if you just fly through a book after it's like 2, 3, 6 in the morning.
I slammed that book down so hard.
It's
so
the
fast.
best kind of hangover.
I love it though. Like I said, I love being emotionally destroyed.
Yeah, I cry.
In books. I love that authors have that power. Like, authors can twist your emotions to make you love or hate a character, and it's just so wild to me that can happen. Like, someone can just, like, manipulate you. You're all manipulator.
That's why I love Sarah J. Maas. She just
I know.
don't know what she's gonna do.
And there's so many more books.
And then I made a TikTok about Dead Moon's Rising.
She did.
Where
She
it was
made
like,
one.
that Taylor Swift song. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling fucked in the head.
Fucked in the head.
So I sent it to Jen, and she sent it to Jack Whitney.
I did. I sent it to her, and I was like, I finally got my friend to read your book.
And
Look what
she responded.
She was like, I don't know what she sounds like, but that's okay.
I don't know what you sound like, but I still loved it, though, Jack.
It's like an evil witch laugh. Because she knew what she did.
She knew what she did.
You knew what you did, Jack.
I'm still, because then I did another TikTok where I was like, well, this fucking sucks. But then somebody, from random person, commented like, okay, trust me, you have to read Flames of Promise, the second book to the series, which I'm still surprised neither of us have acquired yet, because I heard it was so good.
Well, I have it on Kindle. Like I said, I'm too scared to start it. I'm so scared.
I know, after the person said, like, just hear me out. Just read the second book, and I'm like, where do I go? Am I gonna feel the same way? I'm not ready for that.
I know. I have a lot of emotions.
I know.
I'm a very emotional person.
And it's funny, too, because I would totally read Dead Moon's Rising again as a comfort book. Just like a comfort series.
Just read, like, the first 3/4 of the book.
I'll totally, I don't, you know it's coming still, but it still hurts as much.
Well, that's just like Crescent City. Like, I read Crescent City is my number one comfort read out of all the books I've ever read, because I just love the characters, the world building, everything about it, the storyline. It just makes me so happy when I read it.
Yeah. There's no shame in rereading your comfort read.
I know.
You know how many times I've texted Jen and I would just be like, the feminine urge to reread Mist and Fury, to feel something again. After both of those books. A lot of times.
Because it's so good. If you haven't read ACOTAR, A Court of Thorns and Roses, please read it. And if you did read the first one, but you were like, I don't like this book, I'm not going to read the second one.
Just read the second.
Exactly like Charlotte was. The second one isn't even the same book. Like, you're introduced to so many new characters.
Best characters.
It's a whole different storyline.
A whole different world,
like,
it feels like.
Fuck some characters that are in the first book.
Yeah.
We've said it in the past, I won't say it now.
Who they are.
But, like, you know, it's just so much better on the second book.
Yeah, there's no shame in going back to your comfort series because the amount of mind fucks that you will get from being destroyed. It keeps happening to me too. I don't know, it never happens to you.
No, I get destroyed. I just read them before you.
Why don't I get the recap? I want recaps now.
I'm gonna start recording when I read the books. Like all my books, and then I'll be like,
yeah, I just get a picture of you crying.
Yeah, see, you're welcome.
But I have no idea what you're talking about.
Because I don't want to ruin it for. I don't want to ruin it for you.
It's still gonna hurt me.
That's true.
You know it's true.
It's okay.
But yeah, what books did you guys get destroyed by?
Yeah, let us know. Message us.
Feel your pain.
Let us know. I feed off of it. I fucking love it.
Yeah, Jen loves torture.
I'm a nice person, but I love your pain.
Why do you think she likes mafia so much?
Right.
She loves the torture.
I love the torture. The enemies, the lovers, the bully, the just fucking rip your heart out, shatter it, stomp it into a million pieces, and catch it on fire.
Who do you think's the nicer one between the two of us? Me. Definitely not her. I'm so nice.
How dare you? I'm a nice person. Sometimes. When it doesn't come to books.
Yeah.
If it comes to books, then I'm the asshole. Because I will only recommend you books that are going to emotionally destroy you.
And I've learned, and I'm still reading stuff that she gives me. So.
But you know what? She loves every second. She might hate me for a minute, but she loves it in the end.
That's true. She really thought I was gonna stop being her friend after this.
I was like,
never gonna happen.
I was like, we're not gonna have a podcast. That's what I'm saying. But we did.
I got over it. I got over it. It's fine. It's fine.
That's what you need in a friendship. One that destroys you and one that looks past it, you know? But not in a bad way. If you're actually mean to your friend, you don't deserve them.
I got lucky, too, because I started doing a new system of how I choose my next books. So I found this TikTok. I can't remember the creator off the top of my head, but all credit to her, that if you just put all your books in a jar, I need to add more.
Write their names on a piece of paper. Don't put your books in an actual jar.
Should have elaborated that. Thank you.
You know, people trying to fucking catch our books on fire.
Put them in a jar and just pick them out randomly. Obviously, that was probably a stupid thing to start. After Dead Moon's Rising, I was like, I could just be picking up something else that'll kill me too, and just being a fucking idiot.
She's like, it's gonna be great.
But it's okay. I picked up the hummingbird dagger.
She did. She said it was a very sweet book.
It was a very sweet book.
And I was like, hands down, I would not like it.
And it's exactly what I needed. So you know what? I don't care what you say.
I do, to recover from those, I need, a dirty smut book. With no plot.
I reread Hooked on my phone, which I never do. I have it on, standby when I need it.
Alright? Some books. I almost every book I own in the actual physical copy, I bought it previously in Kindle version.
Yes.
Or I've read it in Kindle version because I have Kindle Unlimited. If you don't have Kindle Unlimited, pay the extra $10 a month.
No. Don't tell me what to do.
It is so worth it.
She knows I don't have a Kindle
Unlimited. I know. I'm like, Charlotte, get Kindle Unlimited.
No. You can give me this after you hurt me. Bitch.
I would never.
Shut up.
Look, it's amazing. It's great. I can finish a book and then download the next one and just keep on reading.
Yes.
I don't have to stop and wait for another book to be mailed to me. Or, I'm kind of do I actually fully love this series? Do I want it to have on my shelf? It doesn't matter because it's Kindle Unlimited, so I can read it. If I hate it, I can send it back.
No, I just get the physical book.
It's lovely.
I don't care.
Yeah, you will.
No.
Someday.
I'm cheap. I want paying the extra $10.
So you'll buy the physical copies for $20?
We go to Book Barn, bitch. We're going to pay
$6. I'll still do that too.
And you know what? Whatever. Read your comfort series.
Read whatever you like.
Don't listen to your friends.
Do Kindle Unlimited or don't.
Do what you want with your life.
We can't tell you what to do.
It'll be fun.
But do it.
But do it.
Do it.
If we have
do it now. Lick it good. Just like you should.
The pop at the end.
There could be children. I hope to God there's not children on this. I swear to God, if any of Riley's little classmates will listen, I will tell your parents. Riley's in trouble. Riley's gonna be in trouble.
As always, guys, don't forget to check out the YouTube series.
Yes.
We always keep updating Instagram too. We've been slacking. Well,
I've been slacking a little. I'm sorry. We took some pictures tonight.
They were so cute.
They are. Are they? No. They are a fucking hot mess. But you know what? I feel like that's what you guys like about us is because we're a hot mess.
Like we said, we were winging it hardcore today.
Charlotte's. It doesn't help that like Charlotte is a photographer and she's used to like coaching people on what to do, so she knows the poses to do, and I'm just like the weird little gremlin in the corner that has no idea what to do.
Jen probably almost deep throated every book that we wrote.
Charlotte, and you can even see that like what the pictures look like. Charlotte's hands are like fluid, like a dancer, and they're like in these perfect poses, and my faces and the
getting down on yourself.
You know it's true. You know it's true.
But we looked.
I'm like, I look like a troll. My neck just almost fell off the boat.
She's a mess.
I'm getting wild, but no, they're so cute. But they're like,
we try to keep up to date with you guys. We gotta get with the program.
I know. I have Friday off, so I'm gonna be talking. I mean, this will be posted on Monday, but
yeah.
But if you hear from me on Friday, I'm trying to be better.
We're working hard here.
I can't even speak. I'm trying to be better.
She slept most of the day, but she's working hard.
I'm working on a hard worker over here.
As always,
I slept on my daughter's Snuggie, just so you know.
Like comfy something.
It was so comfortable.
As always, keep reading your smut.
Read all the smut. Lick all the penis. Or vagina. Whatever you want to do.
Booze. Yeah, whatever you
prefer. I don't care.
Keep drinking your booze.
Drink it. Make all the cocktails.
Cheat. Pull it out of the can.
I was like, don't cheat. We don't like cheating tropes.
We cheat on cocktails.
We
do not like cheating
Next
tropes.
week, though, we're going to be better.
Wear your crown proud.
Wear it. We're going to be doing a book club.
Book club's coming soon,
episode
guys.
Next week. It's going to be
teased
posted
after the
different.
first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Like we said, we've been
but it's not gonna be like our normal Monday post. We're gonna be posting it later. It will be full of spoilers, so that if people don't want to listen to it because they haven't read the book, they don't have to listen to it.
But what's the first book?
Ruin of Roses.
Ruin of Roses by K.F. Breed.
K.F. Breed, we love you.
Did I fly through that book? Yes, I did. Did I buy the second one right away? Yes, I did. And I cannot wait.
Did I buy the second book? Yes, I did. It's on my Kindle. Did I return it because I had too many books on my Kindle? Yes, I did, but I'm going to re-download it after I finish Crown of Chaos.
And when we release it, we have no idea. Is it going to be Wednesday? Is it going to be Friday?
It's going to be the Wednesday after. We don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
But we're going to be making a fun cocktail with that.
We're going to keep the suspense for y'all.
It's going to be fun. So if you guys want to read with us, read it.
Read it.
Send us your questions. Send us what you think's going to happen. It's going to be fun.
This is the first time I'm ever going to tab a book, too.
Yes, we've never tabbed. We've never tabbed. We've never taken notes from a book. And we did. We're going to do a reread, too, just to make sure we didn't miss anything.
Yeah. And these will be special episodes, too. We're going to have to deal with it. They're going to be shorter, but
they're not going to be, like, all the time. Yeah. They're going to be, like, every few weeks or so. We'll do a book.
It'll be very spontaneous, because it just kind of depends on when we can read it together.
Yes, because we are very bad at reading the same book at the same time.
But if you have a book that you want us both to read that we haven't touched at all,
yeah, send it to us.
We love your recommendations.
Email us, crownandcocktails@gmail.com. Don't FaceTime us. We don't want to FaceTime you.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. Fuck it.
Once again, who do you think's the nicer one?
You don't have our phone numbers, so how are they going to FaceTime? You can Instagram video chat?
Yeah, there you go.
Is that a thing?
Problem solved.
I feel like it's a thing.
You want to see our pretty faces?
I'll just look past what we look like normally.
Yeah, we're scrubbing it today.
It's rough. I've worn these.
Why do you think I put the crown on?
I finally did laundry yesterday.
I know, I'm so proud of you. Every time Jen does laundry, I'm like, how many loads this week, Jen?
I did 6 yesterday, and I have about 8 more to do.
Never mind. I was giving her credit.
Well, to be fair, normally when I do like the big loads of laundry, I do like all the blankets in my house. I do pillows, hoodies, jackets, all of it. 6 yesterday was just our normal base load, and then I definitely have at least 4 more. Because I'm a trash person. And I hate doing laundry.
Or both.
It also doesn't help that I don't have, like, a washer and dryer in the condo that I live in. Like,
Yes.
I have to take them
Hate it.
somewhere, and I don't want to do that. That takes a huge chunk out of my day.
Once again, we're lazy.
We're lazy.
Why do you think we started buying margaritas out of a can?
I literally, during COVID in 2020, I tried to buy this little washing machine off Amazon.
The viral one that went on TikTok?
Maybe. I just saw it on Amazon, and I was like, I don't feel like walking to the little building that I have to do laundry in, so I'm gonna buy this little machine. It was the worst thing I've ever bought. You could put maybe 8 items of clothing in it, and
That ain't gonna work for
you
you.
also have to, like, rig it up to, like, the shower spigot, and you need hardcore water pressure, and then it, like, kind of washes them, but it's an 8-minute cycle, and then you throw it into the little side piece, and you can only do, like, 2 to 3 pieces in the dryer that's really just spinning it fast. I used it twice. I was like, by the time I do 10 pieces of clothing, I could have done 8 loads of laundry normal.
You know, it wouldn't be a
Washer.
complete episode without a random tangent.
Sorry.
from Jen.
I'm not sorry.
No, just not sorry.
And so if you're thinking about it, do not buy the little washers.
You know what? It wouldn't feel complete if you didn't go on a tangent.
I think
I'd be concerned.
They could
for
just
you.
skip past it if they want.
Yeah, it's the end of the episode. It's fine. All right, babes. I guess it's
We
talk to
love
you next
you.
week. Don't forget about book club, y'all.
Book club, book barn, book halls, everything in between.
All the bees.
Booze, boobies,
Except
butts,
boys. We want men.
booty holes,
Sure. Whatever you're into.
boomerangs.
Boobs. Did you say that already?
I did say boobs.
I wasn't paying attention.
Bonfires. We love bonfires.
And we're going to end it with bye.
And it was a bomb.
Bye,
Boom.
bitch.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye. Message on my Instagram.